Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I clean and season meat. In this occasion it's turkey. So right now the supermarket already had the turkey. These are turkey legs. They were already cut up, which I'm grateful for. I didn't have to break out my cleaver, and I'm just taking off the skin and this like really chewy tendon part that you can't really eat through without like really boiling it for a while or pressure cooking your meat. See, like this little like white layer of like sinew is like really hard to get through. Get my bigger knife. Just kind of cut through the layer to get it removed. You want to just take your knife and kind of come up through it, and it comes right off. You don't really want to eat that. I mean, you can. Thanksgiving we do. I don't really have to remove the skin off the leg part that they cut. It's just more the thigh part that you have to get this off. When we do Thanksgiving and we put a turkey, obviously we don't remove the skin, but a turkey is usually in the oven in Thanksgiving for quite a few hours, so don't really have to, it breaks down. But these I'm going to pressure cook only for a few minutes and then most likely fry them before I put it in like a nice like gravy stew. This unedible part. It's not unedible, I shouldn't say that. It's just I'd have to pressure cook this for much longer than what I intend to. Much more than what I intend to. Alright, see? It's off. These pieces are good to go. And then we're left with, oh, I left a piece. And then you're left with this, like, I'd rather not eat that. So we're just going to move this. So, alright, now I just have lemon juice that I'm going to pour all over that. And then I am going to soak this in, so it could just soak in the lemon juice and warm water. And then what I'm going to do, with the same knife I was removing the skin, I'm going to just poke holes. And this will allow, one, when I'm cleaning it, for everything to just like clean down to the bone, so when you're eating it, it doesn't taste like gamey. And also the seasoning to penetrate into the meat, because usually I like to have it marinating for 2 days. I like to have my meat. Fish, I'll take a day, but beef and poultry, I like to have 2 days marinating in the fridge. But I really don't want to make this on Monday. Today's Saturday. I want to make it tomorrow, so I'm just trying to speed up the process and, like, you know, making sure seasoning really penetrates your meat. Look at just this like little stabs to get in the meat down to the bone. You don't want to gash it, you just want to poke it. Sometimes a fork is good too, but this turkey is pretty hard, so the fork might not puncture it, so I'm just using the tip of my knife. And now I have a lime that I am going to rub just on the turkey. I squirt some, and then I kind of like just scrub my meat. Squirt the lime on it, and I scrub it. I scrub the bone and scrub in the meat. Don't matter if your meat gets a little bit like disheveled. It'll all come together, especially because this is frying, so it won't like fall apart or anything. And the ones that still have the skin on, I really just kind of like get the bone. Like if I was doing something really gamey like goat, I would use hot water to soak this in lemon juice and salt while I do the lime. Get them all like completely scrubbed up. And I just squeeze the rest of the limes in there. And then I let this sit for like 20 minutes. Okay guys, so I'm have soaked the turkey, and afterwards I rinsed out the old water. I poured about, not boiling, but very hot water over it, rinsed it again, drained it, and then just dried it a little bit with a paper towel. And this is what I have. And now I'm going to season it. So first I'll just add salt, and your hands are going to get messy because you really want to get the seasoning into the meat. So you want to put some, and you really want to like rub it in there. You don't want to just put the seasoning and just leave it. You really want to rub it. And I actually, after each layer of seasoning, I rub it. I don't just add everything first and then massage it in. That's the word I was looking for. So after salt, I add black pepper. What's a good amount of black pepper? You can add less, but turkey needs help. Turkey needs seasoning. Turkey, in my opinion, needs a little heat also. It's such a dull bird, but can be really good if you season aggressively. And that doesn't just mean a lot of salt, that means other flavorings. Just wiping my hand after each massage because I really don't want turkey juice on my spices. So this is cayenne pepper, and I'm just gonna put it, I'm not gonna free pour cayenne pepper. Just put about this much in the turkey. I don't need to massage that in after. And then I'm going to add thyme. I also don't want to free pour that because I don't have a protective lid, so it comes out aggressively. Just massage the cayenne into the turkey with the thyme. Get it? There's a little liquid on the bottom. That could just be from when I added the salt. Now some juices are coming out of the turkey, or I could have not drained it all the way, but that is fine because it's going to sit and soak all of that up. Next I add garlic powder. And I add complete seasoning. Because I'm pressure cooking this, I am seasoning a little bit more than what I would if I wasn't pressure cooking something, because when you pressure cook, you're adding in liquid. And even though I do season my liquid with spices and onions and garlic, I still want to season a little bit extra so you don't lose any flavor. Key is to season everything. You season everything, and you you have a tasty dish afterwards. So the next thing I'm going to add is some ground clove. Then I'm going to add some onion powder. I just want to massage that in. Next thing I'm going to add is a packet of sazon. That really adds a good flavor to your meat, especially if you're making poultry. Add the whole packet. This was a bigger bowl, I would add 2 packets. Want to add that in. Now you can see like the little beautiful red color. That when you brown your meat, it's gonna brown really well. Add a really good color to your meal. Sometimes I will add a second pack if I see the meat is not coated to my liking. I'll add a second pack to this to ensure that everything is flavored well. Like some of these are a little bit more red than others. Get it from the bottom. No, I think they're pretty coated well. Okay. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to add is I have epis that I made. It's onions, garlic, parsley, fresh thyme, cilantro, sometimes celery, but I didn't add celery this time, a Scotch bonnet pepper, red and green onions, and some whole cloves that you just blend everything together with olive oil. It adds a really great flavor to your meat. Haitians put in everything, even when you're making rice, when you're making beans, when you're making whatever. It's like the staple. So every culture has it. Puerto Ricans call it sofrito. So it's pretty much the same concept. And this you really want to work into your meat. Your hands are going to get messy. Usually I keep one clean hand. In this case, it's my right hand that I'm not touching the meat with. My left hand is doing all the work. And when I tell you, you really want to work it in, like you want to push it into the bone marrow. You want to get this everywhere, like massage your meat. Get it good and worked in. And so this is what it's going to look like. You can see your meat is well seasoned now. And I will just put a lid on this and put this in my fridge to marinate overnight.